good morning, boys and girls. Let's start today with the song that I just taught you a couple days ago. Are you ready? Good morning, how are you? How are you? Very well, I thank you, very well, I thank you. And you, and you. Ahora, en español. Buenos días, ¿cómo estás? ¿Cómo estás? Muy bien, gracias, muy bien, gracias. ¿Y usted? ¿Y usted? Are you ready? So, let's practice using those words now. Okay? Remember, I think Puppy was pretending to be Mama, the mom. Are you ready? Here we go. Buenos días, mamá. ¿Cómo estás? Muy bien, gracias. ¿Y tú? Now let's pretend they're talking to me. Ready? Buenos días, Mrs. Camelli. ¿Cómo está? Muy bien, gracias. ¿Y tú? ¿Y tú? Or if I'm talking to both of them, ¿y ustedes? Now they would use usted with me because I'm their teacher, but Clifford, you know, Clifford's part of my family. So he doesn't have to use a formal you. So it sounds like this. Clifford, ¿cómo estás? Muy bien, gracias. ¿Y tú? Oh, bien, gracias. Clifford, wave hi to all the boys and girls. Oh, okay. Miss Lab, he wants to say hi to you and to Pooh as well. And he's so glad that Pooh's back from JoJo's class and he can't wait to see Pooh again. All right. So boys and girls, let's take a look now at what we're going to be doing on today, Friday. Okay, let's look to see what the plans are for today, Friday, April the 24th. We are going to start off, guys, with word work. And in word work today, you're going to watch a really fun, kind of silly CH video. Charlie, I think they even talk about you in this video. And don't forget, friends, the CH trick. Ready? CH says, CH. What does it say again? CH. All right, that's going to help put it in your brain. Today in Number Corner, Mr. Hernandez is yet again going to sing the days of the week, days of the week, days of the week, days of the week, days of the week. A Sunday and a Monday, a Tuesday and a... And let's see if you can practice it before you do Number Corner. Here's something else that I could not believe. The number of days that we've been in school, it's a 1 and a 5 and a 1. Let's see if you can figure that out before you do Number Corner today with Mr. Hernandez. For math, you're going to be playing a fun game called Fill It Up 5. And it kind of made me think at the very beginning of the year when Miss Lab, Miss Lazine, and I used to show you 10 frames like this. And then you'd have to say how many dots. Ready? Can we give it a try again? Did you say 10? Awesome. Are you ready? How about this one? Did you say 6? Perfect. Last one, just for fun, just for the good old days. 2. I know, piece of cake. With this one, Miss Lab and I, we never got the chance to show you super fancy 10 frames. They all have 5 on the top. Look. So now, can you see those little tiny white dots? So now with this activity, you're going to be adding 5 and 2 and 5 and 5. And you're going to do the same thing where you have to look at it. She's going to hide it. You're going to have to say how many there are. And then you're going to play this really fun game. Can you see that they all have a 5, a 5, a 5, a 5, a 5, a 5 in the top part of the 10 frame? Then at the very bottom, it's 0 and 1 dot and 2 and 3. Well, that's where you're going to need this. We sent home a little tiny die so that you would have it to play this game. It says to cover up the 6. We've already done that for you. So the game's all prepped and ready to go. So you're going to be writing a lot of equations, about 5 and some more. I think you're going to really like it. Now let's talk about reading. First of all, your reading brains are on fire because Miss Lab and I and Miss Lazine, we can see how much you're reading. And I can tell you're really loving it. Now I wanted to talk about Reader's Workshop, and I guess I'm mainly talking to your parents about this. In reading, we would like you to be reading at least 5 books a day. You can read more if you like, but we'd like you to read 1 new book at least, and the rest familiar books. So in our reading program, remember this? Remember our book boxes? This just happens to be Sutter's. Sutter would take this home. Every night, his parents would write down the book that he read. It would go in his book box, and we would use this for private reading. What was that? Oh, you can lose your whisper phone if you don't use it properly as a tool. Oh, whisper phones are not supposed to be like pretend telephones. Okay, I better go because the teacher might be watching. Bye. Okay, and then boys and girls, there was this. Remember our reading mats? And how we would read with our reading partners the books that you read with Miss Lab and I in our reading group. Books I need to read and books I've read. And we would have a stack of books here and we would read. That's why you're becoming such good readers, because there are 10 ways to become a better reader. Read, right? So that's what we want you to be doing with Raz-Kiz. It's not that you read 1 book and then you're done. Make sure you read the books that you've already read. Is it okay to go down a level and to read some easier books? Yes, in fact, it's really smart. That way you can develop fluency and try to make your reading sound like talking. That's what you're doing for reading today. So let's talk about writing. So you have this anchor chart in your writing folder. And also in your writing folder, you have an amazing piece from one of my students last year. I want to show you how one of the girls in my class last year wrote a very convincing letter to Governor Newsom. So here was the story. We went on a field trip to the Atascadero Zoo. She calls it the Los Osos Zoo, but that's okay, right? We all have confusions like that sometimes. It's actually the Atascadero, the Charles Paddock Zoo in Atascadero. So here's what she did. First, she stated the problem. Dear Governor, I think that you need to put seatbelts on buses. More seatbelts on buses, please. The next step is tell a little story. So she wrote the story about our trip. She said, one time we went on a field trip to the Los Osos Atascadero Zoo, and there was no seatbelt on the bus. Can I have a seatbelt? Then give lots of reasons why it's a problem. I love the voice in this. Governor, if you don't have seatbelts on buses, we could fall off the bus. And then she added, don't you want us to be safe? And then she added to that, seatbelts are important. Then offer a fix-it idea. That's where you say, oh, I know, this is what you could do. Here is what she wrote. I love this. I know. Baby, you could build seatbelts on buses. And there she is, so happy and saying, yay. Okay, and then on the last page, guys, it's important to be polite in signing off. If you want to persuade someone to do something that you're wanting them to do, you've got to use really good manners and be polite in signing off. So she finished with, just like over here, look. Thank you for listening to why this is important. Sincerely. That's what she wrote. She wrote, thank you for listening to why this is important. Sincerely. And then she wrote her name. So guys, what Miss Lab, Miss Lazine, and I would like you to start doing now is this. You have that list of problems that you've been working on for 2 days. So start thinking of problems that you would like to find a solution to. And first you're going to think of who you would write your letter to, who could help you to solve the problem. And then use your anchor chart to start writing up a storm, okay? When you're done, make sure you keep all your papers inside your writing folder. All right, and then, you're gonna watch an amazing science video about snails, slugs, and slime. And I found out that they are all in the same family, slugs and snails, and they're called gastropods. I bet I knew that a long time ago and just forgot it. Can we practice saying that? Gastropods. 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 You know, if you started using the word gastropods and you say it like once a day for the next few weeks that we're doing snails, then you're going to remember it, and then you're going to really, really sound like a scientist. Gastropods, okay? You're going to find out about trumpet snails from Australia. Did you hear that, Zach, from Australia? Guess what? They're not this big, and they're not that big, and they're not even that big, and they're bigger than that, and they're even bigger than that. Ask your parents to show you how big 3 feet long is. You'll be shocked. And then imagine yourself visiting Australia, walking through the forest, and then seeing a 3-foot snail. That would be kind of scary, huh? Lastly, for social skills today, guys, Miss Lab is going to read to you one of my favorite books, and then wait till you see this, everyone, by one of our favorite authors. There he is, Mo Willems. The name of the book is Knufflebunny. You're going to love it. And it's going to help you to think about when you have a problem, sometimes you need a grown-up's help. And sometimes you need to think about it and slow down and really use your words to solve your problem. You're going to love this book. All right, don't forget, everyone, that we have Coach Chris PE today at 11 o'clock. We have Miss Lab and I, we don't consider us room 18 kids and room 19 kids. We are kindergarten friends. We hope to see all of you at Coach Chris PE today, okay? All right, I'm going to be there. Miss Lab, Miss Lazine, they're going to be there. We hope to see you there too, okay? Bye, everyone.